Howdy you lot, how's it going? So, we've been on holiday for a week, and I'll explain about all that, I'll tell you about that in another video because it's interesting. But we had a bit of an accident on the way home, so we had a lot of food and everything. You know what it's like when you're on holiday, and you have, you got everything all packed up, and then your wife is sitting in the passenger seat with all the stuff, all food in bags all around her feet in the passenger seat and all that. Well, she's going, I'm getting a wet foot. I don't know why. I said, well, you better have a look in one of them bags in case something's leaking. She said, alright. So she had a look. And we had a brand new bottle of cooking oil. I think it was sunflower oil. And it was leaking out on her foot. But that means it leaked out in the car, or in the carpet, on the mat and everything. So this is the perfect opportunity and the perfect job for old George. So, seeing as this one here is broken, this old carpet cleaner, this pistol one, got broken when I lent it out that time. I lent it out to some family members, and it come back broken, didn't it? So that's in the box, by the way. That's ready to be sold to whoever wants to buy it to repair it. Nobody's interested at the moment, but we've got old George. Here he is. I've taken him out of hibernation. He was in one of the storage places where I keep a lot of random crap sometimes. He was in there. I've had him since brand spanking new. I don't know, about 3 or 4, maybe 5 years now I've had old George. And I've only ever used him for wet vacuuming, never used him for dry vacuuming. So, made in Great Britain, only the best. So let's get him out. Let's fill him up with some hot water and a bit of, I'll see what flavour we can find for the old detergent. And we're going to see how good it gets all the oil out of the carpet and how good it gets the oil out of the mat, shall we? This will be a good one for you lot that like that kind of stuff. Some of you lot probably like, what the bloody hell is this all about? What a load of crap this is. But I find it interesting to see how well certain things do at jobs, you know what I mean? This is a wet vac. It's obviously designed for getting stuff out of carpets, but how well is it going to get cooking oil out? It's sat in there in that carpet now for about 2 days. It's sat there to soak in, not on purpose obviously, but it's been about 2 days. So how well is it going to do? Let's have a look, shall we? Right then, let's get him out. Look, it's sat in here now for ages. He's been in this box. Years, in fact. He's not been in this place. I only put him here the other week. But he's been in the box for years. I don't use him all that often at all. Look, I've got the... That's one, I think there's one for like hard floors and things, but oh look, I've got some bags in here as well. I needed some bags for the Henry. That's handy. Right, I've got some bags. And I've never ever used George for dry vacuuming, only for wet vac in the cars, because that's really what it's primarily for, and it George is a wet vac, that's what it is really. So look, they're even taking the old tools out there. So, let's get George out and then we'll see where we are. Not going to be needing the pipes or the tubes, whatever you want to call them. Might be needing those. So put those down. There he is. Look. Hello, George. How you doing? How you doing there, George?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Been in hibernation, but at home I'm all right.
All right. So I've got the see-through one. I have got a metal one of these somewhere, but I don't know where it's gone. I can't find it. So let's get the old. There's that. Right, we're going to need that as well. I ain't got a lot of time to do this, you see, because my dinner's cooking. I didn't want to leave the oil soaking into the carpet for too long, you see. So I'm quickly taking the time to do this now while my dinner's cooking. I'm going to go and do this. And then car can be drying, you know, overnight and all that while I'm eating my dinner. So there's that filter on there. Look, it's been used a few times, I'll tell you that. I've done a few cars with this. It might look all spick and span because I look after it proper well, but it's been used. I need to clean that filter out there really, but that's alright. Look at that. I've done some cars, and me being a bit lazy sometimes, if I'm in a rush and I've done a car and you know, I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered to clean it out, I'll just leave it, then I forget about it and it ends up like that. But it's only a bit of dirt at the bottom there, it's nothing to do, not the end of the world. So right, back in a minute. I'm going to go and fill this up with detergent and hot water, and then we'll have a look. Right, so I've got 65 litres of detergent in there, orchard flavour, and 42 litres of hot water. Now, fuck all the warm water. This is boiling, well, not boiling, 62 degrees water out of the boiler, out of the hot tap in indoors. So I always use hot water because I fanny around a lot, and what's happened here? Look. Yeah, because I fanny around a lot. If you use, well, I find if I use just put warm water in, like they say, I only use warm water. Well, by the time I've messed around and got to where what I'm doing and all that, the water's gone cold. Alright, so I always put 62 degrees is what it comes. Oh, hang on, I've got to put the filter in. Where's the filter? It comes out of the at the hot tap in the kitchen. I think it's 62 degrees anyway. Anyway, it comes out somewhere around there. So I put that in as hot as it can get, steaming hot, and by the time I've done what I'm there, ready to rock and roll. It's about right. So, right, I'm gonna go and do the mat first. I'll see you there. Right, set him up. I've already plugged him into the electric. 240 volts of electric. Let's plug it in. There we go. That's that one. Alright. What have I got that one for? I don't need that one. I'll bring that out for. Alright. Stick that one on the end of there. Alright. Now sometimes this one has a habit of leaking for some reason, so hope it don't leak today. I'll get it on there. Let's put the sprayer on, make sure it's going to spray. There you go. Lovely. Right. Let's do the mat. Obviously you can't see it because it's oil that's soaked into it. It's all oily. Cooking oil. So let's see how it's going to fare, shall we? Might better see it going up, I don't know. Right, so there's still see some of the remnants of the oil there, a bit there as well, look. But all this here was soaked in cooking oil. Like I say, you can still see a bit of the shine on that bit there. So let's see how well it gets it out of this carpet then, shall we? Right, let's have a look and see what happens, shall we? Bought some grass seed, look. They literally sent it like this. Literally, that's how they sent it. So in the box, they put a bit of tape around the top, a bit of tape around the bottom, and that's how it was delivered. I couldn't get the grass seed that I wanted in the actual garden centre, so I had to order it online, and that's how it was sent. I'm surprised it actually made it, to be honest, like that without, because it's only thin cardboard, isn't it? But anyway. Let's go and spread it out and put it on there and we'll see if it's going to grow. Right, I think I've still got some clean water left, actually. But let's see how dirty the dirty water is. Ugh, look at that. I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot of clean water left in there, actually. Yeah. Cold now, though. Yeah, look at that. Didn't get a lot of it out though, but milky, oily water. Nice. Quite a few days later now, and yeah, the weather's turned quite a bit. There's that one. That one, that's got to be sold, that one. It's fully complete, it's just broken. On here, I don't know if you didn't see the video where I took it apart and dissected it. What it was, I lent it to somebody and they forced it. So the plastic cover where the screws go in, you can probably see where one screw's there. Well, it's broken, stripped out, so the cover wobbles around now. And yeah, so I give up with that, and I decided, well, I'll just sell it on to somebody who wants to repair it. So I've got to try and get rid of it. Some person paid, he bought it, he paid £10 for it, and then he wanted it posted, and it was going to cost me 20 odd quid to post it, and I give up with that, so didn't bother with it in the end. So I'm trying to find someone that actually wants it to repair it, because it'd be a shame to throw it away, because the rest of it's alright. But there we go. There's my tumble dryer. It's a bit dirty now, but they give up. The heating element give up on that, so it don't heat no more. So I got rid of that, stuck it out there for now. I have to try and do something with that. Anyway, you lot, thanks for watching. I'm going to get rid of that. I've got a lot of clean water left, so I think I'll find something else to clean to use that. I don't want to waste that, so I'll find something to clean that with. Right, this is the end of where I live, and I have got a bit of a problem at the minute. It's a bit dirty, but also quite a lot of little friends hanging around where I don't want them to be hanging around. So I'm gonna have a good old clean out. I don't know what there's a slice of bread there for. That used to be mice bait. Don't know where the bait's gone. Maybe the mice ate it. But anyway, there's had a bit of a flood recently. A bit flooded. So there's a bottle of car shampoo there for some reason. So yeah, let's have a look, shall we? Give it a bit of a clean, I reckon, because it ain't very friendly at the moment. Yeah, don't like that very much. Nah, not at all. Where's he gone, look? He's probably gone somewhere now. Probably going up my leg or something. Anyway, gotta be careful because there is electric, but let's get going. I don't know what all this wood's for. Look, it's got bloody dirty now. Oh my god. Righto! What's happened here, look? by the way, you lot, while I was out the other day, I had an Amazon delivery, okay? And I spoke to the person through the doorbell, and they phoned us up on the phone as well to say, I said, can you re-deliver the next day? He never did. Well, he'd come back the next day, sorry, and then we was out again, unfortunately. So, anyway, long story short, he phoned up again, and we also saw him on the Ring doorbell. And, I said, look, sorry, out again. I said, can you leave it with the neighbour? He said, no, got to be left with you because it's an authorised delivery, blah, 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 from Amazon. And they had my number and everything, phoned me up. And so I said, can you deliver it again on Monday? I'll 100% be in. But he never came back. Speak to Amazon, they ain't got a clue. So if anybody from here, because we didn't order anything, you see, and the only other option is someone has bought me something from my wish list. So if you did buy me something from there recently and it hasn't been delivered, or if you bought me something anyway and you're wondering why I haven't said thank you, it could be that. Have a look on your Amazon and try and get it sorted out, please, because I haven't got it. And I'd hate for somebody to have bought me something thinking I've got it and then think I'm ungrateful because I haven't said thank you. It just hasn't arrived because I was out when they tried to deliver it. It was quite a big box as well. So, I see him through the doorbell, the camera, you know. Anyway, thanks for that, you lot. And it's the only other option I can think of because we ain't ordered nothing and nobody we know has ordered something for us. But it was definitely Amazon, so. Got a cold. See you in a bit. So I've got not guitar, but I've got some of these. These are Discovery drilled and vented brake discs, and I've got the pads. I've only got the front pads. I've got obviously the front and back discs and everything else, but I've somehow managed to lose the front pads, and I've had a look around in here. I haven't managed to find a whole lot. God, look at this old oil filter. Look. Got an old oil filter, brand new from Shell. £1 30p. Bloody hell! One of these filters now. You buy one of these, they're like £8 or so, aren't they? So that's how much it's gone up. That was £1 30 back whenever that was made. Don't suppose it say when it was made, though, does it? But might do on the back. Made in Great Britain. We don't get that nowadays. It's all bloody Chinese stuff. Anyway, I've got brake pads. There's an oil filter for it. That's the centrifugal filter. I've got oil filters. I've got brake pads. I've got belts for Renault Traffic vans. Because when I sold all the when I sell my cars, I always forget about the spare parts I've got. I've got a piston there for a PW. Is that a PW80? I think it's a PW80 piston, that one. I think. Pretty sure that was a PW80. I've got some bearings for a Citroen Saxo or a 106. What have we got here? Peugeot Race Series bearings. Made in Australia. In 2012. That's how long I've had them. Bought them when I was going to rebuild the engine on my old Saxo, but I never did. Got a random brake pad, but I can't find the ones I'm after. So I'm just going to have to try and sell these discs and these drilled and vented discs with only the front pads. I've got front and back discs all ready to rock and roll, but like I say, I can only find the front pads, so I'm going to have to try and sell them on their own, I reckon. Righto, you lot. So I've been having a rummage. I've been trying to have a bit of a sort out here. And I've come across a lot of screws, some stuff, top with a little funnel in it and bits and bobs. We got, this is the clutch cover for the RM125, which is somewhere. Don't know what happened to that, but it's the one that was fixed. They put some effort into it to give them their due, but if you remember, I found a new one, didn't I? So I put a new one on it. But I'm going to keep this one as a spare because it doesn't actually leak. I just fancied having a new one. So, and I found a radiator cap, so we'll keep that. I found a plug, so it's handy, a couple of plugs, some things, looks like a thing, some screws, a Christmas light adapter plug, that'll always come in handy, so I'll keep that. I found 2 rubber mallets, one really old one, and a new one which I didn't even know I had, so that's handy, keep hold of them. Got an air filter and a horn as well. Got an old train track, look, that's pretty handy. I don't think that work anymore though, but got that. I found a Radcom magazine, still in the wrapper. When is it from? have a look. Does it have a date on it? There's no date on it. Oh, there is a date. It's down here, look. September 2020. September 2020, volume 96, number 9, £4.95. Fucking expensive. That's why I stopped getting it, because of the price. Anyway, having a bit of a tidy up, see what we got. Trying to. I also found a box full of plugs. Look, a box full of plugs. See all the plugs that I've got around. They're not very good, and they buzz. They go buzz all the time. And if you plug something into them, the switches get stuck sometimes. So I bought all them plugs in order to change them over. But that was about 6 years ago, and I never got round to it. So still got a box of brand new plugs. I've still got buzzing plugs indoors. But there we go. That's the way it goes. I did fix the light switches though, because they buzz, and they don't buzz no more. I put new ones on, but one day I'll get round to it. Oh no! What's happened? Oh, lollipop everywhere. Got a very old, sharp, what do they call that? Like a radio boombox thing. I don't think it's a boombox, but I've got one of those as well that I found around the back. We've all seen that one before though. And I've got me Tampax Pearl, because I'm a believer in any eventuality. And if a woman can have a period, then so can I. I'll catch you on the next one, you lot. All the best, enjoy yourselves, and what can I say? Love life. I am.